We, I believe, have some visitors from Burlington High School from a student stock market challenge. Dr. Conti, do you have
Thanks. I'll
an
turn over to
introduction?
Patrick, but I want to invite Mark and the kids on up. So, Mr. Sullivan, Patrick, why don't you?
Yeah, I'll let Mr. Sullivan can expand, but just quickly, I think this news came in a couple weeks ago that William and Alex, two freshmen, won the stock market challenge, and they beat 779 other high school teams from around the state. So I was trying to get some investing advice from these guys before the meeting.
Yeah, I know.
They're kind of holding out on me, so. I don't know if you want to expand a little, Mr. Sullivan, but we just wanted to have them there to congratulate them.
You summed it up pretty well, but obviously William and Alex got involved in our business classes, the business and marketing class. It was Miss Anderson who I think turned them on to the contest, and they got involved that way. They're also involved in the DECA program, which has really skyrocketed over the last 3 or 4 years under Miss Anderson and Miss Trouvé's leadership. How many kids went recently to the competition? We had over 100 kids go on to the state competition. So the business program in general has really taken off, and it's because of students like William and Alex. And they can talk about their experience and what it was like. And, you know, if it's within the rules, we should all give them a couple of bucks. 10,000 to invest over 7 or 8 weeks, and like Mr. Larkin said, they beat out almost 780 teams, so it's pretty impressive. So you guys can share better than I can, I'm sure.
Can you also give us your full names, too?
Hi, I'm William Jappe.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm Alexander Genov. Well, Miss Anderson, so I believe it's like mid-October-ish. So she signed us up all into pairs of 2 for a stock market game, and then so we compete against other teams across like different schools. And like some advice that she would give us initially was to do your research into companies and to like especially look at current events and news that will like impact the stocks or those companies. And so that kind of like, got the ball rolling for us. We kind of like started looking, especially to like Yahoo Finance. Like you could list many companies, like categorize them by like how they're fluctuating according to like different patterns. And one major pattern that we would be looking for were stocks and companies that plummeted, so we could invest them while they are doing low, and then we could eventually be profit out of them as they would increase over the next few months. So our first like major stock was Quiagen, which is a genetic company. And what had happened was they were facing a lawsuit for, I believe, some patent infringement because, of course, like they're like using pioneering technology in the medical field. So there's a lot of like patent going on as of now in the technology era, and so like they had faced a patent infringement with Oxford over a device that would pertain to their genetic editing. And what happened was that they would face a lawsuit over it, but because it was just the lawsuit would just demand for like a lump sum of cash, there were no like royalties or anything. It was just paid directly, and then what happened after a few months, it just skyrocketed. It just increased by 50% within like 2 months.
Wow.
Yeah, and to add on to William, the stock market game in general, it really promotes people to think and to read and to be engaged into the game, because what you need to do in order to be successful in the stock market game is to basically, you have to first read a lot into the company you're bound to invest in. You also have to compare it to what's going on outside and what's going on today. Like for example, many factors can affect trade, can affect companies themselves. China wars, for example, the huge economic trade with China, up and down whenever an agreement's about to go on, stocks skyrocket, stocks go down. You always need to compare and see what's going to happen. Our main companies were into pharmaceuticals, and the main thing that we learned about them is that usually they start temporary studies on certain medicine and product they will produce, and over a period of time after these studies, the stock will gradually go up until they end their studies, until they end their study time frame, and then they present what they've come up with. And we ran by onto another company, Riata Pharmaceuticals, which they were holding 2 trials for I think
think it was for kidney, kidney disease, and they came out successfully in both of those trials, and they went from 95 per share to 210 per share, increasing with 123%. And you know, it was really interesting because we also worked with other students to we discussed with them and see what was, you know, what did they find, what did they investigate, and it was really interesting, all in all.
Of course, when we found a real hit, we would try to keep it a secret.
What was that?
Of course, if we found a really big hit, we just keep that a secret.
I think he said he found one, he's not telling us.
Yeah, but in the end, we kind of revealed our little, you know, our little plan, I guess, once everything was simmering down. But you know, it really engages people to talk a lot, to investigate. It was fun.
So how much money did you start with?
We started with $100,000 and ended with $145,000.
In how many months?
2, 3 months?
Yeah, it was 2 to 3 months, about somewhere there. Yeah.
Was this real money?
No.
Unfortunately, it isn't real money. It's a simulation which.
It's based on like real life stock market.
Yeah. The stocks, the decline and incline is based in real life. You know, the game starts at 9:30 and ends at 4, just like the typical stock market, except the money is not real, unfortunately.
And it's limited to the U.S. stock market.
Yes. Yeah.
So, anybody have any comments, or, yeah, Mr. Murphy?
Congratulate them. It sounds like my method of throwing a dart at the dartboard is probably not the way to do it. I appreciate your valuable insight and your experiences. It's, all kidding aside, it's getting into these type of projects at this age is obviously going to be beneficial to you going forward. But it's just another indication of some of the activities, extracurricular activities that the students can take advantage of at the high school. So that's off to the administration for that. And it's glad to see that you guys took part. It sounded like there was a lot of students that did take part. So it's
Yeah, I think by the end of the whole term, I think it was about 1,200 teams.
Wow.
I think they just like joined sporadically.
Wow.
That's great. Well, congratulations and nice job with your presentation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mrs. Russo?
I'm just impressed at how much research went into each one, and you must have learned a lot, it sounds, than just the money aspect of it, but patents and the research on kidney, you know, it wasn't just a cursory look at what these companies were doing, but more of a deep dive. So I'm very impressed at that angle too, that the students might have gone in thinking stocks, but come out knowing so much more and learning those investigative skills that are really critical now and helpful. So, and again, hats off to the business department and the administration. It's excellent. So hopefully your parents followed along with at least some real cash. They're having to do some investing now, but nice job.
Thank you.
Mrs. Monaco?
So what you want to ask for your birthday is a brokerage account and get into it for real. Congratulations. You obviously did a great job. And my experience tells me that some people really have a knack for it. And if you really have that knack, use it. You'll build up your retirement fund in no time.
Thank you.
Good luck, and thanks for doing it. Great job.
Yeah, people have been saying for years that we should do more in high school about educating students about finance and investing and things of that nature, and it's nice to see that we're doing that here in Burlington High School. Even though it's an extracurricular project, it's nice to have that option available to kids to learn about things that are so important once you graduate. So you guys, I'm sure, are going to do very well, and congratulations on a great job. We're very proud of you.
Thank you.
And I want to congratulate you as well. It sounds like you really did a great job. And I have a question, which is, it's related to what Mrs. Russo said, which is that you had to do some research about kidney disease and pharmaceuticals and what's going on in China and current events and, so did it make you think about sort of where you want, what you'd like to study more? I mean, are there classes in high school or ideas for college that got you interested in outside of the actual investing in the stock market, although that is a career in itself, of course, but did that kind of make you think about some other areas that you want to learn more about?
I mean, I think like it kind of like exposed us to like this whole business and entrepreneurship like environment like in this country. I mean, I feel like before this, like this year, before we were allowed to take our electives and like such wide access to extracurriculars, like I think we're kind of like limited in like the subjects we could take. I feel like, but like entering high school is like kind of like the world kind of just like unfolds. It's like you're introduced to like so much and like aspects that you could like travel into us in your future. So I think like, I've definitely become like more interested in the business and most likely entrepreneurship, I'm hoping.
Great.
What William said, it really does open up a new perspective on the entrepreneurship and like creating a business, because it really shows how tough it is to create a business, to again invest, and in general, it's very nice.
Great. Well, thank you. Any other comments, Dr. Conti?
No, excuse me, no. Again, when our students represent our community, we look really good. So thank you for doing that. And please pass on our gratitude to Ms. Anderson, Ms. Trouvé. I know they put in a tremendous amount of time, and that program's really growing, and it's not by accident. So it's due to their efforts. And our electives are competitive, and if you guys weren't enjoying it, then students wouldn't be signing up for it. So it's also a great reflection of the teachers too. So thanks, guys.
Yeah.
And
Thanks again.
Thank you.
you have to beat it now next fall, right?
Yeah, of course.
All right, you're gonna get a reputation. So we'll be following you.
Yeah.
Thank you. It looks like part of your one of your families might have come. Did anyone come with you? No?
Oh, no.
No? Okay, well, congratulations to your families as well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.